Okay, you guys, alrighty. Back for some more foodie beauty. Little Chantal, Big Chantal, Big Miriam. She actually did 2 live streams tonight, and the other one was another very smug live stream where Salah was coming in and delivering the groceries that we're about to see. And I believe whoever I was watching, whatever live streamer I was watching at the time, said that it was like 1 in the morning Kuwaiti time while he was doing this. So I don't know how late you all do your grocery shopping, but that's apparently how they roll. So let's see what Gorlick Bread has to say about this.
What is going on, guys? This one is going to be a fun one because it's a little bit after 9 p.m. Chantal's video has been up for just over a half an hour, and I'm very interested to see, views-wise, how close we get. We start with this Easter Hameo, followed by Salah singing, and just do me a favor. Mentally, I want you to think about how bad Salah singing is. Get that in your head, that number, on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 100. Okay, so you've got your number. Now I want you to double it, and I want you to know that it's not that bad. It's worse. I want you to times that number by 10. It's still worse than that. It's bad. It's bad enough I might...
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be doing the Warp Tour anytime soon, you guys. It's pretty bad. But, you know, whatever. I'm all for people playing their instruments and singing and trying to grow that way. But some of us need to realize that we're not professionals, right? Myself included, you know?
Tell you to go, just go listen to it. She says this is a stock up. She wants to make soup, stews, rice pudding. Imagine a diabetic trying to find little ways to sneak in rice. She said she's not looking forward to putting up or organizing any of this, but it's part of what she has to do for Ramadan, and I'll get to that at the end. She's got tons of eggplants, lemons, carrots. She's got grape leaves, and she wants to try to make them. She has the carrots. They're loved by Howie the hamster, and she goes over again how cheap all this is. How much Salah loves her macaroni, so they had to get extra. You know, the way she makes her macaroni, she says, is a combination of tomato, butter, salt, and pepper, and he just loves it. He loves it the most. She says the lettuce is 75 cents. It's for the hamster, too. This hamster is going to be as big as she is, eating all these carrots and lettuce.
I'm fairly certain Howie already looks fat, you guys.
And then she moves on to round 2, guys. Probably going to get emotional here. I don't know how this could happen, okay? But the reality is, it's probably with all her sleeping, but I'm sure it's while she was sleeping. She's sleeping all day, all night, and somebody got into their apartment, guys. And somebody got into the apartment and they ate all the white chocolate cookies.
Before we get into his sarcasm about the white chocolate cookies, Chantal has twice now, or more than twice now, talked about how she has a desire to do volunteerism, but she feels that she is in too much pain. She's too ill right now. She can't do anything. All she can do is lie around because she doesn't want to move her body, right? So I just want to say, the only reason I'm not doing any level of volunteerism right now is because I'm on a medical leave. And so I'm under a lot of scrutiny. And if I do anything, it could impact my workers' comp case, right? But there are some things she could do. She could be contacting the Peace Corps or some other like organization that she relates to. She could be doing this for something that's Muslim related and talk to like the local mosque about ways to volunteer. And she could be postcarding. That does not require her involvement in touching any food. right? It does not require any walking. She doesn't have to do anything for that. She could be phone banking. And she could just like put in a couple hours a day just to kind of get herself back in the game of having some social interaction that's offline. But I don't even think she's looking for these types of opportunities. Like, she doesn't really care, you know?
And if you know anything about those cookies, they were reserved for the guests. Mm-hmm. So Salah has his friends come over, and they have these business meetings, and the business meetings were specifically to have these cookies at, and now the cookies are gone. Okay? And I don't know how you expect these grown men to come over and run this business empire, this fragrance Estee Lauder-esque empire, and there's no white chocolate cookies.
I don't know.
I mean, what are they going to do and eat? Let me get it together. So, sorry. So, all right. So they got.
I noticed that she didn't mention that she's buying any tea either. Any tea or coffee or anything that if she actually was having guests over, she would put it out for them.
After the robbery, they got more cookies. Chantal does not eat these cookies.
No.
Does not eat these white chocolate cookies.
Of course not.
Someone stole them.
Yes.
She also has some cream cheese, some frozen chickens, and she loves to make gravy from those chickens. She's got frozen fruit, so she can make overnight oats. Her hands, by the way, are absolutely filthy. She shows vermicelli and flaxseed, and then she goes on this huge tangent about her doctor telling her about flaxseed and blood sugar and being full from fiber. You know, Chantal, to be honest with you, if you listened to your doctor, he probably would have been telling you to soak that flaxseed and drink it prior to eating, like 15 to 20 minutes before eating. You know, as you love to say, that would help satiate you. But we know you were dependent on unicity, which we've heard nothing about, to do that. And of course, shocker, Salah loves Jell-O, so she got packets on packets, along with condensed milk and vanilla, and tons of bread.
Well, and I guess the question is, Chantal, do you plan on preparing these things before Ramadan starts and freezing some of your pre-prepared meals? Because, I mean, what are you going to just like wait till sundown and do some prayers and then immediately start cooking? Like, how does that work? How's that going to work? And by the way, I did watch, you know, if you guys want to see the full live streams but not touch her actual channel, Unicorn Pondu did live streams. He live streamed both of them, the whole thing. And, you know, one of the things that I've been saying quite frequently on my channel lately is that watching her mukbangs, whatever they're called, has been triggering nausea for me. She quite literally brought that up on her live stream. She's constantly bringing up stuff from the React channels. I don't think that was the only thing she brought up from my channel tonight. But I have repeatedly said that it's making me sick. And she said, oh, you know, I hate vomit. Okay, well, if you hate vomit, then why are you trying to make people vomit? Because, quite frankly, looking at how gluttonous you are and the kind of crap that you're putting down your throat is vomitous. It really is.
What must be 7 packs of bread. And she says this bread now, this bread is for Salah. Now granted, she admits she eats a little bit of it too, but it's mostly for Salah.
Oh, right.
It's odd to me that he doesn't help put any of this up. It's almost like he throws it on the table, leaves her to huff and puff while putting it away.
Yeah.
And at the end of this, she goes over the conversion, talking about the strength of the Kuwaiti dinar.
But he totally lives there, you guys. He totally lives there, even though he's not helping her put the groceries away.
Which, honestly, The strength of that currency is backed by their oil. But she doesn't seem to understand that. She's in one of the richest countries as far as oil, yet she just went on a live stream talking about how she doesn't like people who are millionaires. Mm-hmm. But now all of a sudden she wants to cook. She wants to give back to the community. And they're going to have to do more shopping because this wasn't enough. Chantal, with your hygiene, with your food sanitation, with your sweating, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, I mean this 100% from the bottom of my heart. You have to sit down to cook. You sweat in all of the foods you produce. Please, whatever you do, do not cook food for other people.
Not only don't cook food, do not work in a food bank either. Don't work in a situation around any food. Do not work in a soup kitchen. Do not do any sort of volunteer work around food, Chantel. Because your hygiene is terrible, and you're sweating all over the place. And you cannot stand long enough to actually serve people. You can't. Period. So you're going to have to start out with like postcarding or phone banking. That text banking too, that's an option. That's a little easier than phone banking.
It's just beyond what you should be doing. You don't have the physical capacity to cook for yourself and Sala, from what you tell us. So why are you even trying to entertain cooking for others? She closes out saying she's got recipes on deck. She's ready to make these grape leaves. I'm going to leave you at the top comments from this video. Listen, if you watch this video and her video had been up for less than an hour or more than an hour, just put less than or more than an hour in the comment section because I really am interested to know how soon you guys see this. I appreciate you watching it, and I will be back as soon as I can with more commentary.
It says 48 minutes, garlic bread. So that's how quickly I saw it. I did like it. I will drop the comment, but I do need to end my snipe of it. Oh my god, even with her. Holy cow.